In this video, I'm going to show you 4 different leg exercises you can do with just one band. You may or may have not seen these exercises before, but you'll never know until you watch. So make sure you stay tuned. So I don't want to state the obvious, but these exercises are intended for you to do at home. So all you need is a band and some floor space. But you can take these exercises and use them in the gym, especially the first one, especially this first one, when it comes back around again. And if you have dumbbells, you can actually, on one of them, on the first one as well, you can actually add some dumbbells to the mix, but I don't think you'll need it. The band, as discussed before, offers linear variable resistance. The more you stretch it, the more resistance increases. So it operates differently to free weights, but it's also a very great tool if you're injured or whatnot. But at the moment, we don't have much choice. So the first thing you want to do, band good mornings. So you can use this as an activation exercise. I suggest getting in with one leg first, yeah. And you want to be underneath the ball of your foot. So in the middle of your foot, you want to put the ball, the arch. You want to put the bands. You want to put it around your, more like around your shoulders and your neck, because it's going to put unnecessary pressure. I recommend holding a band, but it's completely up to you. You want your feet more or less close together. You want to start upright, chest up, core nice and tight. So all you're going to do is, you're going to go down. You want to keep the legs as straight as possible, putting the hips back, similar to like a deadlift, but legs fully straight, coming up, squeezing those glutes. Coming down, and up. You want to avoid bending the lower back at all costs. You don't want to injure yourself doing this. You want to take this to about 15 to 20 reps. If you can do more, then you can, if you're a thinner band, you can actually double wrap it. But if you do more, get the extra reps out. But this acts as a great activation exercise, even if you're not doing a leg workout as per se, and you just want to activate the glutes. But you'll feel this a lot in hamstrings as well, especially the stretch. If you lack flexibility like me as well, you're going to feel this. Feel a big stretch. So next one up, I'm going to do some band deadlifts. So with the band deadlifts, we're not going to do a stiff leg deadlift where the legs are stiff. We're going to do a normal deadlift where the feet are about hip width apart. It's similar to like a squat stance, but the hips are hinging. Hips are further back, chest is up. All you can do from here is you're going to hold on. The wider you grip the band, the harder it's going to become. So when you shorten a band, it's going to become pretty difficult. Unlike traditional deadlifts, where you're nice and strong at the top, you're going to become weaker at the top here. So it's like the reverse of a normal deadlift with free weights. What you're going to do is you're going to take your feet in a good position, come up, squeeze those glutes exactly like a normal deadlift. Make sure the chest is up and come down and squeeze. So this is quite a bit harder in a concentric phase, going up when you contract the muscles, and easier in the eccentric phase. But it still has tension in the eccentric phase. And the wider you grab it, the more you'll feel that tension. So you're going to feel this on your glutes, and you're going to feel this on your lower back and your hamstrings. I'm going to do a couple just to demonstrate. Another tip, what I see a lot of people do is, when they're doing a deadlift, their heads end up like that. You want to be looking down, not straight down. You want a neutral spine, and you want your neck to be nice and straight. So the next thing, this is one of my favorite exercises, period, with weights, with bands, whatever. Banded split squats. It's not the Bulgarian type, I hate those, but this specific split squat, ordinary split squat. So what you want to do is you want to take the band like this, you want to put it underneath the foot. Again, same position. What you want to do is you want to start with the feet hip width, and you want to put one leg back. You don't want to put it straight back and lose balance. It's going to be an uneven distribution on the legs in terms of the resistance. Then you want to come down. The wider you grab the band again, the narrower you grab the band, the narrower you make the band, the harder it is. Basically, the shorter you make the band. I don't know, I'm talking some gibberish, but the shorter you make the band, the harder the resistance will be. So what you're gonna do here is keep that chest up. I want a slight forward lean, and I want to see you push up and back and squeeze that glute. You're squeezing the glute of the back leg. Then you come down, but I want that chest up, core nice and tight, and then you come back up and squeeze. That forward lean is going to lengthen the glute further. So it actually ends up giving a better contraction to the glute and working the glutes a bit more than just being completely up, straight up and down. And make sure you're pushing up and back, gives you that further contraction at the top. And now we're on to the last one. So the final one, this is a very good exercise for your core. It's great for your legs. Obviously we are working the legs, we can't forget that. So we're gonna step on the band. I know it looks like I never have worked my calves in my life, but I promise you, I've trained them maybe 3 or 4 times and then given up. Don't know, it's kind of something I just keep forgetting about, but I need to wear shorts more often again, and then I won't forget about it. Anyway, onwards and upwards. So literally, we're gonna come here, we're gonna punch the arms up. If your shoulders are too tight, unfortunately, you will not be able to do this. Then you're just gonna have to do ordinary squats, or maybe give this a miss. But this forces you, keep that chest up, shoulders just over the head, and we're gonna want the feet about hip width, just widen hip width apart, point the toes slightly outwards. Point the toes slightly outwards will make sure the glutes are hit more. You're gonna squat all the way down, keep that chest up, and back up, overhead squats. So if you've got any questions about any of these exercises, drop those questions below. Happy to answer them. Rep-wise, set-wise, rest-wise, and I'll put everything in the description below. I'm giving you a full leg workout with just one band. I'll put a link to the band. This particular band, I've forgotten the actual resistance of it, but I'll put it down below. You can increase the resistance of any band, even if you have one of those lightweight red ones. Just shorten it. The more you shorten it, the harder it will become. That's the beauty of these bands. You can manipulate the weight. If you end up breaking the band, that's not on me. Not on me at all. Remember, before any session, a light warm up. Just a light jog on a spot if you've got limited space, followed by my mobility routine. You don't have to use my mobility routine. If you've got your own mobility routine going, feel free. But I developed this mobility routine a few weeks ago for you to use from home pretty much every day if you can find the time. I'm sure you can find 5 to 10 minutes. That's all it takes. So do that, followed by this exercise, and you're gonna get that leg pump going. So if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, give it a massive thumbs up. Also share it with anyone you think might benefit out of this workout. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button and hit that bell notification to be alerted as soon as I post another video. And until the next video, keep pushing those limits.